sideways. I can see you.
Okay, I got it. I gotta fix this.
Okay, well, I think we're about live right now. So we've been having there we go. Well, praise the Lord, hallelujah, and thank you, Jesus, for making sure this podcast is much better than the first one. And I have one of my most favorite shows, Sisters of Leisure, with Tracey and Michele. Take it away, my sisters.
Hello, everybody. Once again, we are Sisters of Leisure. We do want to apologize for the technical difficulty, but we are Sisters of Leisure, and I'm Tracey. And we are living every day and seeking and understanding real events.
And I'm Michele, the little sister.
Yes, and I just want to reintroduce Pearl Higgins. She is a part of Lamar Real Estate Group, LLC, and I would say she is one of the amazing women that I've ever met. She's very humble and she's very laid back, and that's a great combination, especially when you're looking to buy real estate. You want someone that is going to tell you the truth about how to get a house and what to look for. So I am just so honored. We are just so honored to have Pearl Higgins on our podcast today.
Thank you, ladies, for having me. I appreciate it.
And we thank you for being here.
Yes, I'm sorry. So Pearl, this is like everyone needs to tune in right now because buying real estate is a big thing. It's a lot of people's life goals. It's to purchase real estate, purchase the home. So, well, first tell us a little bit about yourself. We got interrupted when you was telling us about yourself.
Okay, my name is Pearl. I'm with Lamar Real Estate Group. I am a realtor. I have been licensed for a little over 5 years now. I worked in the field for over 10 years as a member service director. I was let go from my job 10 years of being there. And my broker, who was a friend of mine, who is now my broker, he's Gregory McCord. He said, Pearl, go get your real estate license because that's the one thing that nobody can take away from you but you. And I did just that because, again, I was one of those who sang that song, Never. I never wanted to be an agent. I never wanted to be on a social media except for looking at my grandkids' pictures and stuff like that. So you have to be careful with what you say you're never going to do because you end up doing it. And I did. I ended up getting my real estate license. I placed my license with his firm. And you have to be careful with the leader that you're up under because you want a good leader as well as a mentor. So not only did he encourage me to get my license, he taught me a lesson. And that lesson is that when an opportunity present itself, no one can prevent you from succeeding but you. And that is a life lesson that he has taught me. Not only have I gotten my real estate license, but I went on to get my real estate instructor's license, which he is also the owner and director of his own school, Courtney E. McCord School of Real Estate.
Okay. Wow. Nice.
Yes, that is amazing. So my thing is this. How did you transition from working at a job for 10 years comfortably and then going to real estate? Because, we're all about the check. You know what I mean? I get my check on the 9th and the 15th of each month.
Okay.
So this is something new. You have to really work hard. You have to put your all into your business because you're self business owner at this point. So how was that transition for you?
It's not easy because like you said, we're used to that check every other week, twice a month. And that's not what real estate is about. It's not a 9 to 5. It's not one of those that, you have the weekend off. I work 7 days a week. I tell people I work until 7 or, whatever the case may be. So it's not a steady schedule and you have to be disciplined. You have to stay focused. You have to go out there and get your bread and your butter, which means you have to go out there and find your clients.
Yeah.
And so it's work, but I like the fact that I am my own boss. So it's kind of like, I have to get out there and work to get make my own income. But at the same time, I like that flexibility as well. So it's sort of a trade-off,
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like as a business owner myself, I started to learn that you have to have a good mentor. You have to have somebody that that's going to lead, that's going to, guide you through some obstacles, and some ups and downs. So the person you work for right now, is he your main mentor, or do you have others?
Oh, yes, Gregory is definitely a mentor. He's been a mentor day one. Not only does he talk the talk, but you see his actions. So he always say, Pearl, I'm not telling you something that I don't do myself.
Mm-hmm.
So you see what it is that he does. He don't just talk about it. He's about it. And that's what I like. And he will get on me too, because it'd be like, okay, what you doing today? Okay, how you handling real estate today? Okay, are you learning your craft? Because I have to learn my craft in order to teach pre-license or any other course. And it's a lot of information. So, I mean, I see what it is that he's doing, and he's where he's at because he has put the time in. And he always say, you got to put the time in, you got to stay focused. And I see how he has put the time in. He stayed focused. That's why he owned his own real estate firm. I remember when he got his real estate license that one year, and then the next year he opened up his own school. So he stayed focused. Mm-hmm. So he does what he preach, and that is a good leader. A leader is someone who leads by example.
Yeah,
and do what it needs, whatever it takes to get that job done. And so I am blessed to be up under a good mentor.
Yeah, it looks like he's accessible,
Yes.
And he doesn't mind telling you what's really going on, telling you the truth, and not have you out there just like, I don't know, how am I going to find my clients, where the houses are for sale and all this stuff. You're getting the answers that you need so you can, keep going and doing what you need to do.
And I think that you dealing with someone who is real is very important. And that's the reason why I wanted to place my license with someone, because I wanted to be with someone who keeps it real, who does not sugarcoat. And he keeps it real, and he does not sugarcoat, and he doesn't have a problem in telling you about yourself. So, and that's the type of mentor that I want, because I keep it real. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. It is what it is.
Yeah. So how do you okay, because it's a lot going on in the world. We have pandemic, we have gas prices, and recession, all these things. So is this a scary time for a real estate agent? Is this a time to get into real estate? Talk to us about that, because some people be like, oh no, it's all over the place to me.
I think any time is a time to get into real estate, because I was working for the board in 2008 when the market crashed. Mm-hmm. And even though the market crashed and real estate agents were hurting financially, people were still getting their real estate license. So education was not hurting. People were still looking to get their real estate license to get into the real estate field. Mm-hmm. So, and I tell anyone, if you're looking for a career change, definitely look into getting your real estate license, because it's not going anywhere. Yes, it's going to be up and down. Yes, we're going to be dealing with challenges, but it's not going anywhere. It hasn't yet, and it's not going anytime soon. And we as real estate agents, we just adapt to whatever the market is like. So when it became the seller market, I have never seen a market like that before, where people are getting $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 over the list price. That was something that was new, but it's not going to always be like that, because it's going to eventually be a buyer's market. It's not going to be like 2008, but it's going to eventually be a buyer's market again.
Yeah. So what's the difference between a buyer's market and a seller's market?
Well, usually like with a seller's market, like right now or within the last year or so, it was a seller's market, which means a seller could get over the list price. Mm-hmm. They can put their house out there for more than what they would normally sell it for. And they don't have to pay any closing costs. And that's what was going on. So it was a seller's market because they could do that. I mean, you would find they will receive 10, 20 offers, 30 offers on one home, because, they were in control. But it's going to eventually turn back to where it's going to be a buyer's market, where the buyer is going to be in control and the seller is going to have to offer, closing costs. The only thing about a buyer's market is that it's going to be low inventory. So people are saying, buyers are saying today, I want to wait. I'm going to wait until the market turn. Yeah, you can wait until the market turn, but keep this in mind. When that market turns, you're going to have 10, 20, 30 people to one house. Why not buy now? And I hear that the interest rate is high. I'm going to wait. Buy now, get your property, refinance without taking any money down once the interest rate go down. You're already in your house. You're not going to be a part of that market where people are going to be out there looking for a house because the interest rate is down.
Yeah. Yeah, see, and I hear stuff like that all the time. I'm like, well, should I buy now? Should you not? You know, it's just so crazy with the real estate market. So what should someone do? What should someone do at this time if they're a new homeowner or wanting to buy?
I think for individuals that are in a position to buy now. Don't wait for the market, because either way it goes, you're gonna need a place to stay. And right now, if you're renting, you're making your landlord rich. Why not make yourself rich? Why not make today your New Year's resolution and get into a house for those who have the credit to do so? And for those that are dealing with credit issue, make today your New Year resolution to start working on getting towards that house, buying that house by the end of next year. So don't be afraid to challenge that credit. You know, you have a conversation with your credit when you're having credit issues, and sit that credit down next to you and say, hey, credit, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this happen. And I need you to come with me. If not, you're going to be left behind. But you have to have a conversation with your credit issues and not be afraid.
Not only with your credit, with the people that got the credit issues, you got to have confidence with self.
Oh, yeah.
Leave them credit cards alone.
Oh, yeah, big time. Now, credit cards are not bad if you use it right. And that's what people are not doing. They're not using their credit cards the right way, because it helps to build your credit, but you have to learn how to use it the right way.
Yes.
Yes.
That's so huge, because a lot of times we don't understand it. You know, you don't understand the credit process, and then, you know, even the income process, student loans and debt to ratios, and, you know, it can kind of get complicated, but, you know.
Now, what is that too? Like, you know, Michele said your debt to ratio, because even with a student loan, is it still difficult to purchase a home?
Yeah, because the student loan is a debt. Is part of your debt. And I would recommend individuals to reach out to a lender, to talk to that lender about that, because you'll be surprised. That lender will guide you and tell you, okay, if you do this, that, and the other, and within 3 months or 6 months or within a short period of time, you could be here. Don't be afraid to talk with that lender to find out where you need to be, because they will guide you on that.
I think that's important. And also, my question is this too. I'm seeing a lot of buildings being built, condos. They're building them very, very fast, and they're marking them up to like $400,000 to $500,000. What is that about?
It's about the builder can do that, and as long as you are buying, the builder is going to continue to do it. And that's what they're doing. I mean, I have seen townhomes. I have never seen townhomes $300,000, $400,000, $500,000.
Okay.
And a lot of the townhomes are up there in that price range. And it's because they can do it. But it has not stopped individuals from buying. And as long as you're buying it, the builders are going to continue to build them. And they're going to continue to sell them that way. And I think once the market does turn, it becomes a buyer market, you may see prices come down. They're not going to go down a whole lot, but you may see them inch down a little.
So is real estate the only thing that you do now?
Yes, I'm a full-time real estate agent. And in real estate, there's so many different areas that you can get into that's real estate related, because I can do residential, commercial, land, property management. So there's different areas that you can do in real estate.
Very good.
I like that.
So are you all over? So are you in other areas like Alabama, Tennessee, Florida?
I am a referral agent, which means that even though I'm in the state of Georgia, I can still assist you as a referral agent. For example, I had a client that lived in Virginia who bought a house. I found that agent for that client, and I worked with that agent to help that client to get that home. So I don't only just find that agent for you, but I stay in the mix too to see how things are going, because even though I'm maybe in a different state, I'm still that referral agent who referred you out, and I want to make sure that you are in good hands.
Do you get paid for that?
Yes, I get a referral fee.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I'm a referral agent. I can still get paid from that.
Okay. I was just curious because it sounded like just a sweet thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, and it's a nice business. You know, you can charge any, you know, it's up to you, 25%, 35% of that fee, that list price that you close on. So yeah, you can make money as a referral agent as well.
How important is it to continuously learning, like, you know, about, you know, just always learning, self-learning when it comes to being a real estate agent?
It's very important because the market is always changing, and you or me as a real estate agent, I have to be that expert for my clients. Mm-hmm. So I want to know what's going on. And also we have to continue to get 36 hours of continuing ed credit every 4 years when we renew our license. So we have to continue to learn. We're always getting on a Zoom call or training course. So education is very important. It's the key to keep your business going.
Yeah. Period.
Yes, definitely. .com period.
Yeah. You know, Michele always speaks of mentors.
Yes.
So is Lamar, is his name Lamar that owns the real estate agent?
Well, agency? His name is Gregory Lamar McCord. So his company is named, he used his middle name. So it's Lamar Real Estate Group.
So he's like a mentor to you, correct?
Yes, he's my broker, my mentor, and also he owns his school, which my goal is to teach at his school as well. So he wears many hats.
Mm.
Yeah. He, like I said, he's not gonna sugarcoat anything. He's gonna keep it real. He's gonna tell me what's right, what's wrong, and no, Pearl, you don't need to do this, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yes. So you know what? So what would you say if anything that was you wish you would have knew before you got your real estate license? Because I know, like, you know, like if you would have known, you would have still done it, but you wish you would have just known before you did it.
I think, well, I also worked with real estate agents at the association, so I was always around them. But the one thing that my broker told me, he said, getting your real estate license is the easy part. Once you get your real estate license, that's the hard part, because then you have to get out there and get those clients. Even though that test is not easy, taking the state exam, but the process of that is the easy part. But it starts once you get those real estate license, because then you have to get out there and work for yourself. So that's why you probably hear a real estate agent calling you, sending you flyers or information in mail, because we have to make sure that we're constantly working to get our clients. We have to go out there and hit that pavement. We have to talk to people. Okay. We have to network. We have to prospect. Network. It's a good business to get into as well. But you have to put in the work.
Yes.
And prospect. That means you gotta
prospect.
Constantly talk to people about moving, especially if your credit's good, and getting you a place.
Yes.
And building something for you and your family and your future.
And, you know? Exactly, because I mean, that's where wealth starts. Because like I had mentioned earlier, when I sold my house, because I'm on my third house. And I think when I buy my fourth house, that'll probably be the house I retire in. But I always tell my clients, because they want that dream home, don't get your dream home. You may not be able to afford that dream home. You get that home that you can call home, that you can build equity in, and then pull that equity out and put it on the next home. That second home may not be your dream home. That third home, maybe, but you're building wealth through the equity that you're building in your home. So, yeah, so don't focus on always having to get that dream home first, because that may not ever happen unless you just have the money to do so.
So when you building your equity and you're taking it out, are you keeping that old home? And then
the equity is what you accumulate throughout the year. So when you get ready to sell your home, you may have $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 after you paid off everything that you'll walk away with. Some people have had $100,000, and the way the market has been like in the past, a lot of people was walking away with $100,000 more than what they would have normally walked away with because of the market. So that's what I mean when I say you're building equity. When you get ready to sell that house, that's the equity, that's the money that you're using towards that next house. When I sold my second home, I was able to use some money towards my third house and at the same time pay off some debts or take a vacation. But when you are renting, you don't have that option. You're making your landlord rich, and you're not putting yourself in a position.
Yes, indeed. And I understand that because I left a house to rent. So it's like, I see it. It's like, it's just different. It is definitely different. And I'm not going to make that make sense right now, but that's what has happened.
Yeah, because there's some things that you cannot do now that you're a homeowner. Like if you want to paint that wall behind you, you can't unless you get permission. So you just don't have that flexibility to do what you want when it's yours.
So do they offer like classes, first home buyer classes or anything for people that are new or different programs that you have?
Oh, yes, there's classes, there's home buyer seminars all the time. And I love to work with new home buyers because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to expect. And I take them up under my wings and I guide them. I guide them through each process. And it's a process, but if you follow that process, it's a good process. For individuals that have never bought a home and first-time home buyer, there's down payment assistance programs out there for them. If you have bought a home and you have not owned a home in 3 years, you're considered a first-time home buyer again, where you would qualify for those programs.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Nice.
So
Pearl, So Pearl, so how can people get in contact with you?
You can contact me at 770-896-1682. That's my direct line. My email address is phiggins@lamarrealestategroup.llc.com. And the website is lamarrealestategroup.llc.com.
So what would you tell a new agent, someone who is like new, just now getting their license? What would you suggest to them?
I will suggest to learn what all that you can and also find a good mentor. It may not be your broker, it may be someone in your office, but find that mentor. But don't stop learning because what you learned in class is going to be totally different once you get out there and start really doing real estate. And you're going to need that mentor. You're going to need someone to help guide you. And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, because it's like cold calling. You just, you got to figure out how to get people interested, get them hooked. There's one-liners like how I don't even understand how you can just, you have to get to know people. You have to network in order to, get clients.
And YouTube has been my best friend. It has taught me how to fix a toilet. It has taught me any of everything that I need to know. It also have different scripts out there for cold calling. There's individuals that are sharing knowledge. So don't be afraid. Don't just lean on your broker, because I don't just lean on my broker. I also make sure I take the initiative to go out there and learn on my own as well. And I have learned so much. And I will always go back to him. It's like, did you know, I saw this, and he'll tell me, it's like, Pearl, just stick to this, or Pearl, don't do that, or Pearl, that's not going to benefit you. But yeah, don't be afraid to learn.
It's like you have to come up with creative ways. Like I liked how you, when I first met you, you had your little packet, you had your little candies, your business card, and little stuff to pass out to people, because when you see it, you're like, oh, I'm trying to find a house, and here voila, you got all the information you need. All you need to do is make a call.
As a real estate agent, you have to stay ready. You have to stay ready. When you're at the grocery store, have little package to hand out to people. And I have learned that people don't want just your business cards. They have to have something of goodies. And so when I do my little packages, I make sure I have something in it. And I also hand out notepads to my clients. And I keep that with me at all time, because when someone is sharing knowledge with me, I'm not one of those type of people, ask them, can you text that to me, or can you email that to me? You will lose out on some great information, because what you're telling that person to do is work for you by sending information to you. It's like, I'm going to write it down. You said what, and I can go where, and I can find whatever. I'm going to write that down, because that's valuable knowledge that they're taking time out to share with me.
Yeah.
So those little mini notepads are great.
Yeah, because you got to invest. You have to invest in your business, in your craft. You have to invest in it. Oh, yes. So if it's buying business cards, because I would have thought that all that kind of came with it, but you have to buy your own business cards. You have to get your own, stuff going in order for your business to succeed, correct?
Correct. You're an independent contractor, which means you are in business for yourself. And that's one thing that a lot of new agents, that when I used to work at the association, that they would come in and say, Pearl, I had no clue that it cost this much money. Yes, you're going to invest, because you have to invest in the firm that you're in. You have to invest with an association. If your broker is a member of the association, you have to invest. You have to invest in materials, marketing tools. So yes, it's a business, and you are in business for yourself. You don't have a boss. Your boss is not going to call you and say, you need to be in the office. Because it's not a 9-to-5. You are an independent contractor.
Wow. So what does people mainly look for? Just something that's short and sweet when it comes to a house. What is their biggest thing that they want when they asked about homes and purchasing one?
I think the price is one thing that people want to stay within a certain price range. Definitely, certain items that you and I as women, we like the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom. So we look at some of those things when buying a home. And I always tell individuals, just because you have been pre-approved for $450,000 don't mean that you have to use all of that. You buy a house that that's going to fit your budget, and you go from there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I personally like a lot of light. So I definitely got to have me some windows. Plenty of.
You like I am. I love my light.
Oh, yeah. Very important.
Oh, yes. And see, when we search for a home, we send them a list of homes that meet their requirements, and they decide on which ones they want to go out and look. So as a real estate agent, I know for our firm, we do not pick that house for you. We send you homes, you look at them, you say, hey, I like these 3, let's go look at them. And you decide on which one you want to put an offer on.
Well, I'm so honored to have had you on our show, Pearl. This has been amazing. And I hope everyone that is looking for a home, please contact Pearl Higgins. And if you could just give us your information again, please.
My phone number is 770-896-1682. My email address is phiggins@lamarrealestategroup.llc.com. The website is www.lamarrealestategroup.llc.com. And we look forward to hearing from you guys. We're here to assist, and we definitely here, and we will take care of you with no excuses, just results. And that is our motto.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. No excuses, just results. You heard it from Pearl. She will take good care of you and get you the house that you desire.
Hey, Pearl, one quick question before we end.
Yes.
Tell them about the purpose of pre-approval.
Pre-approval is very important. We do not take anyone out to look at a home unless they have been pre-approved, because you may want to look at $400,000 homes when you only approve for $250,000, which is a waste of your time. Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure that you are pre-approved. When you get that, what I call the golden ticket, then you're ready to go shopping for a home. So yes, that pre-approval is very important. And there's a pre-approval and pre-qualification. There's a difference. The pre-approval is your golden ticket. The pre-qual is only based on what you may be able to afford. But that pre-approval is that golden ticket, that get out of jail free card, so you can go look for a home. So that's what you want, is the pre-approval letter.
Wow. So you heard it again. Mm-hmm. Get your pre-approval first. Then Pearl Higgins with Lamar Real Estate Group LLC can help you go find that home that you desire.
That's right.
Thank you all for watching Sisters of Leisure. We really appreciate you all, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.